Hello, everybody. With Professor Seduraman's introduction, you would have got a good idea about the center and an overview about the research programs that are happening here. So a lot of exciting research is happening, and we have MTech programs that are directly aligned with our research programs. So I share with you the first one, that is our MTech program in geoinformatics and Earth observation. The program, as you can see, talks about geoinformatics, mainly geospatial information, geospatial data, which assumes a lot of importance in the current situation where the policymakers in many fields from earth sciences or disaster management or even very other areas like travel or tourism or health, everywhere the geospatial data is very important. You would have seen the infograms about infographics of how COVID spreads around the globe and those kind of things. So there we make use of data, we make use of geospatial data only. And recently many states in India are going through elections. So we see infographics where spatially how votes are, the candidates get votes and these kind of things. So the geospatial data assumes a large importance. Even and the field of Earth observation, as you can see, the Earth is, there are a lot of changes happening over there, be in terms of climate or be in terms of growth of urban regions or be in terms of the various hazards that we see, or even in terms of these pandemic situations and things like that. So observations from on related to Earth system comprises of observations from Earth, I mean the solid Earth, from atmosphere that is related to the climate, weather, things like that, from ocean, then even the plants and animals, the biosphere also. So
we are still on your first slide. Have you moved
yes,
on
sir,
to
yes, I will go.
No, I hope the slides are moving, right? I mean, just making sure.
Yes, I'm still on my first slide only.
Okay.
So the program in geoinformatics and Earth observation caters to both these aspects. Our program is very interdisciplinary, with research as well as education being the twin foci. So we have a very interdisciplinary curriculum because we are talking about technologies that are very interdisciplinary in its very nature. So the program has different subjects that are associated with it. Since we are talking about Earth observation, the first thing that you would have thought are satellites, obviously. So we have remote sensing. The courses comprise of remote sensing. Then we talk about how these remote sensing and other observations can be processed, analyzed using GIS, geostatistics. Then we learn about the fundamentals of Earth system as a whole, and the whole learning. I mean, how do you how do you understand anything from the data? There comes the aspects of machine learning, and things like geostatistics and even modeling. And everything we use the open source programming. We very much rely on open source programming also, and we base everything on Python programming basically. So all these subjects, there are theoretical hands-on trained theoretical aspects there. You have to learn the theory. Then there are laboratories associated with them, and the course is such that 2 semesters are purely based on classroom based learning, where you will learn the basic theory and the basic how to work on the data basically. Then the last 2 semesters you will start to work on a problem, a research problem. You will do internship at in a particular research problem. And so we can say that the last 2 semesters are actually project-based learning here. We have a very strong interdisciplinary faculty with many international adjunct faculty also. And we have many collaborative projects with international researchers, which add on to our this subjects quality actually. So all these collaborations and about the faculty, Professor Sethuraman has already talked about, so I'm not going to mention it here. And we also have the opportunity to work in a society, in a village, in the context of Living Lab program. And I mentioned about hands-on training previously. So we have the various softwares like this, and we use it for many purposes, like the modeling, numerical modeling of Earth system as a whole, then data modeling of geospatial data. Then these are mainly first one, the Earth system modeling is talking about numerical modeling of systems, like how do you model a landslide, how do you model tsunami, for example. Then geospatial modeling is on how do you model the processes that happen in a spatial context. Geotechnical lab is where you will interact with, if you work in a lab, do experiments like characteristics of soil or rock samples, etc. Then we have laboratories for remote sensing, meaning remote sensing, image processing, analysis, etc. And even a little bit of signal processing. Even though I have written it as a digital signal processing, we do what is required to analyze the geospatial data. So the tools like ArcGIS, NV, MATLAB, QGIS, WebGIS, etc. are made use of for these labs. So you will get hands-on training from the fundamentals to a level where you are able to work on real life projects through the schools. So the this actually Professor Sethuraman mentioned, we have many research projects in these areas like IoT for extreme environments, wearable medical systems, smart city infrastructure, immersive learning. All of them do not exactly align with geoinformatics, but the studies on IoT for extreme environments, smart city infrastructure, etc., are very closely aligned with our program. Even wearable medical systems are somewhat aligned, not in terms of constructing of wearable systems, but in terms of analyzing the data that you collect. How do you make use of the geospatial aspects of health monitoring? So these are the various aspects of the program that we offer here. And in the, especially in the case of extreme environments, we have IoT-based systems to monitor them. And what do you do with the data that you get out of these systems? That is where the geospatial modeling comes in, numerical modeling comes in, statistical analysis comes in, machine learning comes in, etc. So for any system, if you want to study about the properties, and if you want to produce, you want to create solutions for people uh, that are useful in many situations, we need to understand the theory behind that, as well as need to learn the tools for creating these solutions. So the program offers these two aspects very seamlessly, that you learn the theory behind these systems, as well as you learn the tools that you have to be equipped with to create solutions for these problems like landslide or or monitoring of flood or uh, the multi-hazard risk assessment, etc. And even in the creation of what we call as sustainable communities, sustainable cities. This is a word that is very much heard these days, and it's very much important for us in the present scenario. So the program Geoinformatics and Earth Observation is exactly qualified to make you skilled to work in these fields, to work in fields that are very much useful for the society. So, uh, I'm talking about the course so far. So where are our students now? Our present batch of students who are in the 4th semester, they are doing internships. So a few of the internships, the internships that they are doing right now, I'm mentioning here. Two of them are working with Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory in California. Two of them are placed at the Space Application Center, which is ISRO Center in Ahmedabad, and two of them are working with ESRI India. So ESRI is the company that is providing very powerful mapping and spatial analytics tool for geospatial applications. They are the one of the they are at the forefront for these technologies, and they are actually our partner in this in creating this program as well as running this program, because we have a memorandum of understanding with ESRI. So these are a few. I mean, the current S4 students are working in projects in these places. So these are a few of the opportunities that are available from this program. The many research programs that Professor Sethuraman showed you, all of them have a geospatial component to it. So if when you join this program, you are able to work in any of them, actually, any of the real life projects that we have, or work with one of our collaborators in that project. So if when I say like this, you may ask who all can join this program. So this program being very interdisciplinary in nature, the students we expect also from all sorts of streams, in meaning people with any engineering background, any engineering graduates can join this program, first of all, and people with science background also can join us, science or mathematics, or even MSc computer science probably, because we basically would like somebody to come with an undergraduate level mathematics or statistics, have learned undergraduate level mathematics or statistics. But that said, we even would welcome people with a geology background. Also, if you apply to us, and through an interview, we will decide like that. So the point here is that it's a very interdisciplinary program, and people from every branch actually can contribute to solving issues related to the system, our Earth as a whole. So geoinformatics actually helps you develop skills in developing solutions for such issues, actually. So with that, let me end here.